Morning post, Grandpa Greenwald, old man with a pan. Well, if you saw my post from a couple days ago, I said we're going to have an epic trading session with my buddy from down south. Well, my buddy Huey drove up yesterday morning from Abilene, 2.5 hours to get here, and he was at my house before 8 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, we did have an epic trade. So much stuff went out, so much came back, and ended up with 18 new pieces. And so I brought some of the highlights out here. I had some other little trinkets and some other things, but I wanted to go through these real quick with you. So let me see. This is a Griswold 954, and it's called a cornbread pan, but this is Erie marked. Not Erie, Pennsylvania, just Erie marked. 954B, Griswold cornbread pan, Erie marked. Cornstick pan. Here's another neat pan. This is a number 23 breadstick pan. Griswold, Erie, Pennsylvania, USA, and it's number 955 on that one. But that's a 22 stick. We'd call it a Wagner, would be a bread fingers pan, but I'm tickled to death out. These are both new besides the other ones I have coming from Montana, from Miss Tanya. All right, let's go here. This is a Griswold 952, number 3, 952. And this looks like a golf ball pan, but it's not a golf. These are big round dome type cups in that. But that's really a rarer piece, and I'm tickled to death to own that. Another number 4, you guys know I love this. Is a Gatemark number 4. I love the number 4s, and this is like my 5th or 6th one. Again, tickled to have that also. This is a really nice Griswold number 6. Number 6 on the back. Open weave, just a really beautiful little gem pan. This one is a Gatemark. Got a P on the front here, but it's a Gatemark number 2 biscuit pan. Gatemark up the back, not unlike the Wagner biscuit pans. Maybe even been made by one of those foundries there. Nice pan, nice heavy big biscuit pan. This one here, it's marked number 20, a Turk's Head. The uniqueness is about this. Huey pulled this out, and I kind of got a little bit excited because all my pans, or my 12 banger pans, are all small cups. So I have these 6 packs, and these have the large cups, and I use these quite a bit for my gym. So I was really excited to get the 12 pack. With the larger cups in there. This is a little three-legged, got some dimples down in there, but it's a three-legged obel skipper. Huey calls it a golf ball pan. It could be a golf. I don't know how you would use it as an obel skipper without the lips around it, but I'm going to try it. If anybody knows anything specific about this pan, it's got a flat top, rounded bottom, rounded teardrop bottom on it. Really neat little pan for my obel skipper collection. Now some of the biggies. I'll take a couple of stills to show you some of these. But this obel skipper, it's marked. This is extremely rare. The GM company, Griswold Manufacturing Company. Then upside down here, diagonally, it's like hand scribed 962, I believe it is, 962. So this is going to be the top of my obel skipper collection here. Obviously the rarest I have, and I need to do a lot of work for that. one was it's another Wagner 1312 with the 8 mark on the attachment up front, and that'll clean up really nice, and that'll go on my stack of 1312s. I have a few of those. Really surprise. When this came out of a bucket out there on the back of Huey's truck, I was really excited that he brought that up. It's a Griswold bunny, my second Griswold bunny. So I promised epic. I knew it was going to be epic. It was epic and beyond. Huey showed up, like I said, just before 8 o'clock, and I believe he left about 10:40 in the morning. So we had a big, long trade, a lot of fun, a lot of conversation, and it was a great visit. That's all I got today. Well, I'll jump back in here later on and show you some of the other things. I have a bread baking cast iron tray and some other little trinket pans and things. Super. Thanks for coming by, folks.